Hello, everybody. This is Vern's Talk Show, and we have it on different people on every week, maybe 2-3 times a week, and see what they got to say about their business or whatever they're in, and hear from.
The Aging and Disability Resource Center.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, what does that all involve?
Okay. The Aging and Disability Resource Center is an agency that's located here in the Centralia Center, and we are a really great place for people to come as they are getting older, or for adults who have disabilities who are looking for information on how to live independently, or resources that are out there to help them with different things that might be happening in their lives. We can provide information and options for people on a wide range of resources, whether they'd like to stay at home, whether they'd like to look for assisted living facilities, maybe they're interested in a nutrition program or Meals on Wheels. There's a whole variety of different resources that are out there for people, we like to meet with people, talk with them about what their options are, and then give them information so they can help make a decision that will improve their situation.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you deliver meals to different people on the outside?
Yes, we do actually have a Meals on Wheels program through our nutrition program that we have available at the ADRC. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering about it, because some of them, I guess, they cut it out or whatever. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they kind of lay a little low about it,
Sure.
And I was just wondering if you did that.
Yep, we offer the Meals on Wheels program. We also have congregate meal sites. So we have a lunch site here at the Centralia Center. Every day, so people can come over for hot lunch. For more information, they can call our office for the age guidelines and the price and things like that. It's just a suggested contribution. We have a suggested cost, and if people aren't able to contribute that amount, we ask that they contribute what they can towards the meal. So anyone, we've got a great menu. If someone would like a copy of the menu, they can call our office, and we can get that over to them.
Is this for everybody, or just for people that's disabled or whatever?
That's a good question. To be eligible for the meals programs, you would need to be 60 or over, and there's a suggested contribution. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is, so I don't want to tell you the wrong number, but it's very reasonable. And again, if someone can't afford that, then they can contribute what they can towards the meal. And then for someone to participate in the Meals on Wheels program, they would just need to have a short assessment done by one of our staff members to make sure they're eligible to enroll in that program. And they would need to be considered homebound, so we can bring that meal to their house. So it would need to be difficult for them to get out of the house, to get food, to get a meal for themselves.
You deliver too, right?
We've got volunteers who deliver. Volunteers who deliver those meals. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes it a lot easier for the people too. The ones that can't get out so good.
Yes.
And myself, I'm getting that way myself. I mean, it's when you get way up in years, things happen. You don't expect it.
Exactly.
That's with everybody. I mean, it's just one of those things. That's what you say is life.
Yes, it's part of life, and that's a really good time for someone to reach out to the Aging and Disability Resource Center as they're noticing some of those changes in their life. Maybe their health, they might be having some health issues, or it's getting more difficult for them to get out and drive, or maybe they're not comfortable driving as much, or maybe they just are a little nervous, being alone so much. So they can come into our office and meet with one of our staff members, and we can talk with them about their situation and really give them those customized options that can help them feel comfortable, whether they want to stay at home, whether they want to look at some kind of care facility, or just kind of help them figure out what's out there for them.
Well, see, they don't know what's really out there either, and that's why you're there to help them along. The best ability you can give them, and I know I played a lot of assisted livings music, and I meet a lot of nice people. I mean, some of them, we won't talk about that, but it's just one of those things. they're as they are. I mean, that's it. And they can't help it.
Yeah, there are so many options now for healthy aging that it's incredible when you compare, even and compare and contrast from 20 years ago. Just the options now for help and support to come into the home to help with things in the house, whether it's making meals or cleaning or running errands for you. So there's options to bring support into the home if people need that. If some people don't want to stay at home, they prefer a more assisted type facility, and those are great options too. So a lot of the thinking of the past was that you're either at home or you're in the nursing home, because many years ago those were the only options. But now there's so many options between home and nursing home. There are adult family homes, and there's assisted living facilities, and there's just so many different other levels of care now that it's not just home or nursing home. So people can really figure out what it is that they want and what kind of experience they'd like to have as they're growing older, and really customize that to meet their desires. So it's kind of neat now.
Well, see, there's these days now, there's more people that help people than it was, say, years ago, about 30, 40 years ago. When I was a kid. I mean, things are a lot different then. A lot than they are now. Like you say, you help people. And back then, they was on farms and that they had to help themselves. And a lot of times we just helped each other. And I can go back a long ways, but we won't do that. we kind of on your subject here.
Oh yeah, that's okay. You're right that I think as time has changed, not only all of these different living facilities have popped up, but our communities are so different. Where farming communities, when you were growing up, people really did help one another. Now that's changing, and there's not as many farming communities, and people are living longer, and they're developing these chronic conditions and these illnesses, and just the frailties of getting older as people are living longer. So there are more people in that caregiving role, taking care of someone.
Well, see, like you got a issue, and the doctors of today, they know what to do with it. I mean, we got some good doctors. Very good ones. And I tell you one thing, I wouldn't kick them out the door for no money. I tell you, boy, they're good. And I got some good ones up at Marshall, and I like it up there pretty much.
Good. Yeah, that's a really key piece, is having a positive relationship with your physician. Feeling that they're listening to you, that you can trust them, and that that they're helping you in the way that you need to be helped. That's good. I'm glad you've got that relationship. That's good.
Well, when you get older, you kind of sit around and you think of this, you think of that, and this all comes to you, and think, oh boy. I never thought I was going to live up to this age, but I did. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing, talking to you and talking to a lot of other ones. We have talk shows here every week, and different people. I mean, they come and they talk, and I'm working on some now, but maybe I'll get them next week, maybe not. Depends on. They're busy, And with me, I'm not that busy no more.
You're busy in different ways.
Different ways. So, what else you got going with your?
Sure. Well, we actually have a class coming up for people who are caregivers. And so it's kind of an exciting opportunity. We offer this class once, maybe twice a year, based on how much interest there is or how much need in the community. The class is called Powerful Tools for Caregivers. And it's really designed for those people who are caring for another person in some way. And sometimes the biggest challenge we have with this class is that the term caregiver is a really formal term. And it's kind of a title or an identification of some way, but a lot of times people don't realize they're caregivers. They might just be, they might think that they're just a child helping a parent with grocery shopping or with things around the house or with making some meals, or maybe a spouse is caring, you know, for their husband or wife and helping them manage medications and get to appointments and things like that. So those people who are in that role are all caregivers, even though they're a family member helping a loved one. Sometimes it could be a friend helping another friend, or a neighbor caring for another neighbor in those ways. But this class is really designed for those people who are caring for someone who might have some kind of chronic condition. Maybe it could be cancer, it could be Alzheimer's disease or dementia, or even just someone who's just getting older and more frail and needs more assistance. Yeah, so...
Well, some they need more care than others. You know, I found that out because I've been in a lot of assisted livings and nursing homes all my life, and I seen a lot, which I'm not going to mention, you know, because that's kept confidential there. And so, what else you got to talk about now?
I can tell you a little bit more about this class.
Okay.
It's actually a neat opportunity for those people who are caregivers. It helps them really realize that they're not alone in that caregiving role that they're in. Sometimes, depending on the person you're caring for, it can be really isolating, and it can be 24/7, and it can be exhausting physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it's really easy for people to feel like they're just overwhelmed, and that's their whole life is just caring for their loved one, which and, you know, it could have gotten to that point. And so this class is a really great opportunity to help those people connect with other caregivers and kind of realize they're not alone. Which helps make it just a little bit easier. The class, we help these caregivers reduce their stress. We give them tools to help manage that stress and the difficult feelings that you sometimes experience. Anger, sometimes people can get angry or frustrated or feel guilty or depressed. We talk about those things. We talk about communication, how to communicate with doctors, because that's so important, how to communicate with family members, how to communicate with the person you're caring for, how to make difficult decisions, and we can also help people connect with a lot of those resources that are available locally that they might not know about. So really try to help give them the tools that they need to make that caregiving role a little bit easier.
Oh yeah. Well, there's, you know, different outlooks on things, you know, that you do and that, and maybe some of them they don't kind of blend in with you or that, but evidently sometimes, you know, they'll turn around and come back to you. You know?
Yeah, this class is a great opportunity, whether someone's been caring for someone for a short amount of time or for many, many, many years. If the person they're caring for lives at home or in an assisted living facility or a nursing home, it doesn't matter. It's just a great opportunity to connect with other people. We really focus on helping that caregiver take care of themselves. So our class will be meeting on Wednesdays. It's a 6-week class. So Wednesdays starting September 20th through October 25th from 1 o'clock until 2:45 in the afternoon over at the Aging and Disability Resource Center office.
Where is that located?
The Aging and Disability Resource Center office is located across from the Lowell Senior Center in the Centralia Center. So if it's in the old Walmart building, people are familiar with that. But yeah, if you come in the front door with the large overhang where cars can drive underneath, our office is the first office on the left. So that's where the class will be, and people are welcome to attend. We do ask that they register first, just because we have a limited number of spots available in the class. And if they'd like to register, they can call our office to do that. And they can ask for me. My name is Erin Johnson. The phone number that they can call is 715-421-0014. I'll say it again. 715-421-0014. Yeah.
Well, maybe a lot of them, they probably, you know, wrote it down. And remember that, they need any help or that, they can come to you.
Yeah, definitely.
And talk about different things. I mean, everyone isn't the same. I mean, I know that, and there's different help.
Yes.
Different people, I mean, and
Yes.
I found that out too.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point. Maybe I can expound on that just a minute.
Okay.
At the ADRC, we've got this Powerful Tools for Caregivers class and a great caregiver support program to really help those people who are caregivers.
Oh, sure.
We've got the nutrition program that I mentioned earlier and the meals that can come to your house, or if you would like to go to a congregate meal site.
Oh, sure.
But we also have those staff members who do the what we call options counseling, which is really just sitting with a family and giving them options
sure.
on all the different resources that are out there. So they're a great resource for people in the community when they're not sure what to do or they're not sure what might be out there. We also have benefit specialists, and I love to let people know about this because sometimes I don't think people realize we have disability benefit specialists and elderly benefit specialists to help people with their disability related benefits,
sure.
whether it's insurance or government provided benefits. If they need to appeal something, we've got staff members who can help them with that process. So they can connect with those disability benefit specialists through our office. And we also have healthy living programs. This Powerful Tools for Caregivers is one of our healthy living programs, but we also have other programs. We have a Stepping On program, which helps, which kind of is around fall prevention and helping people remain independent and active and reduce the risk of a fall. We have a Healthy Living with Diabetes class for people who might be caring for someone who has diabetes or someone who's living with diabetes, so they can help learn to better manage that. And we also have a Healthy Living with Chronic Conditions. So if someone has some kind of chronic condition, whether it's pain or ALS or of any chronic condition, really, that class would be a great opportunity for them to connect with some other people who are experiencing some similar challenges and get some resources to help them live well despite having that chronic condition.
So the ones that's got diabetes, you got food for them?
Oh, for the meal program?
Yeah, for the meal.
Yeah, the neat thing about our meal program, our nutrition program, is that the food we can somewhat customize based on special dietary needs. So if someone needs a diabetic meal or a lower salt meal, we can accommodate some of those needs for them. And I believe we can even do gluten-free. Because I know that's becoming more prevalent.
See, I'm a diabetic myself.
Okay.
And I had diabetes for, 40-some years, maybe 50. And I take 4 shots a day.
Okay.
And I get along good. I feel good.
Good.
And I take all my diabetic stuff that I have to do with meals and everything. And my wife there, she cooks for me, and she's wonderful with that. And sometimes, you kind of eat, a little bit out of the way. I mean, maybe once every month or once every 2 months, you see what you had years ago. Geez, that looks good. I mean, so you take a bite of it. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. So down the hatch it goes. I mean, and only do it once. That's it. I mean, and I guess you gotta splurge once. I guess, and if you do it all the time, well, then you're in trouble.
That's where the problem comes in.
That's where the problem comes in.
And that's what's so important about so many of these things, whether it's diabetes or some other, moderation is so important. So that's what these classes, the Healthy Living with Diabetes, really works to help people understand kind of how to live within these new guidelines and how to manage that, because it is possible to live well with diabetes. It just definitely takes some managing.
Well, you can live a long time with it.
Yes.
But if you're going to go off your eating in that, it ain't going to take too much, that you won't be here.
Yes. So yeah, that's why it's really important for people to learn and understand. And
Yeah.
for some people, it's a huge shift in how they've been eating
Yeah.
and handling, some of those choices that they've been making
Yeah.
about food. So, yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that you people, you're really up on this diabetes
Yes.
or heart trouble or whatever. That's just as bad too.
Mhm.
And I got both, and I go and see my doctors, on a regular basis, and they said my heart's good,
Good.
and I got a defibrillator, but that doesn't work half the time because the heart doesn't need it.
Perfect.
And hey, I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, it's a lot of them they don't take consideration with this sickness and what you're doing for the people. And I think it's a wonderful thing.
Well, thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
Because I go around to a lot of places that's like what you're running and that, and I tell you what, I see a lot of things, and they take care of them real good, and they have their lunch, and then they have a mid-afternoon snack to give them, Well, that's a good thing.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we really like to help people by giving them the information they need to live in the way that they want to live. Make the choices they want.
See, you gotta give them interest for them to live, and if you don't give that, well, they ain't gonna, don't think too much of it. That's what I get out of the program.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I mean, I pay attention. I play my songs, and I listen to a lot of people talk. I don't go out of the place and blow it around. No, because it's kept confidential. To me, it is. And like you and me talking, well, that's a little bit different, but not on TV. I mean, it's just one of those things that if we talk, together at other places besides this, that's fine. I mean, because we understand one another, and that's the way I like to have it.
That makes sense.
And I've been around so many years with this program and that, and I've been with this about maybe 15, 17 years.
Wow.
And boy, I tell you, in the music business, I've been with that for 54 years.
Wow.
And I'm still going. And I'm not a giver-upper, I tell you. I just keep on going, And well, you got to have a go-ahead, to do things, Think, well, maybe you can make this better or that better, whatever. Sometimes it don't turn out.
Yep. Well, that's so important, that staying active and staying engaged in things.
Sure.
And sometimes it's hard as we age and it gets more difficult to move around, or
Oh, yeah.
transportation becomes difficult. And so I think it's just really important for people at home to know that even though you might be experiencing some of those challenges,
sure.
there are ways to work around them.
Oh, yeah.
So you can still stay active and you still can stay involved in the things that you enjoy doing. So transportation might be a barrier, but if they were to give us a call or come and talk with us, maybe we could help them figure out a solution to that so they can still get to their bridge game or whatever it might be.
Do you take them to go outing, or they go to stores, or
Well,
like Walmart, or?
We don't specifically offer that service at the ADRC,
Oh.
but we can connect them with other groups who do
okay.
offer that service. So we can give them resources on
sure.
some of the different options that are
Yeah.
available for
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Well, see, the ones that's going to be listening, they like to know this, then they'll probably come to you and ask for more information about it, and I'm sure you can give it to them.
That would be great. We would love to help. Yes. Stop in. They can stop in. We've got staff members who are available to take people who walk into our office. They might just be meeting with someone, so they could either leave a message or they could sit and wait if they're comfortable
sure.
sitting and waiting for someone to be available.
Sure.
Otherwise, they could call and schedule an appointment to talk with one of our
sure.
staff members as well. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good communication. I mean, it's, you're going forward with them, and that's a good thing to do.
Yes, I agree.
good thing to do, because I'm around thousands of people. I mean, you know, to what I do and that, I'm around people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it. That's
good.
why I got this program. And I love it. I mean, you know, I talk to different ones, like talking to you today, you know, you learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
I think those are probably the biggest things. I think I highlighted all of the different areas that we can help people. The only other thing I didn't mention, which I could, is that we offer a loan closet at the Aging and Disability Resource Center. So specific items like wheelchairs, shower benches.
Okay.
So if someone has an injury or is recovering from surgery, or maybe they had a fall and they need a cane or a walker, a transport chair.
Mm-hmm.
We've got certain items available that people could come and loan for up to 6 months. And that's a great opportunity. If people just need something for a short amount of time, they don't need to buy that equipment. Otherwise, I always like to tell people who might need that equipment for a longer period of time, they could come and try a couple items in our loan closet and see what works for them. And so then before they buy, so that's a nice option too, so they don't buy something that ends up not working well for them. So,
yeah. Well, that's good to know. You know, because people, the ones that's going to be listening, they'll bear it in mind. You know what you're saying, and if they got any questions or that, they can come to you. Or
yes, yeah. Do you want the phone number again or the information?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got it.
So
they can't give that too much, you know.
The Aging and Disability Resource Center office is located in the Centralia Center by the Lowell Senior Center. We are the first office on the left when you come in over the large overhang. And our phone number is 715-421-0014. Again, that's 715-421-0014.
Yes, there's probably a few of them that's probably going to be calling you.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to it.
And well, I mean, to me, you look the type that you like to help people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, that's what you're there for.
That's what we do. Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, well, I guess you got to get out of the business.
We're not in the right spot then.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's and like I said before, I go around a lot of these group homes and all that, and play music and that, and people that they come in there, you know, they walk real slow and that, but when the music starts, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They got to step out by themselves,
Sure
aren't they?
Yes.
And I'm glad to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, music is very powerful.
Yes, it is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I've been around the music field for, like I say, 45, 50 years, and I'm still going.
Mm-hmm.
I played out for dances, you know, years ago. I had my band for 40-some years.
Wow.
And I just loved it.
Good.
Communicate with a lot of people. I mean, you know, wall-to-wall people. I mean, japers. I mean, we had so much fun. And you can have this fun in assisted living too.
Yes. Yes.
You bet you can.
Yep. Yes.
Yep. Get the right people, get them together, and get them going.
Exactly.
They forget about their illness or whatever. I mean,
Yes.
you know, it's that helps a lot.
Yes.
Because if you get somebody that's say just sitting by themselves and that, they think about the days that they got ill or that, you know, they, geez, I'm still here yet, and they get pretty frustrated, you know.
Yes.
And I see this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's people that can get them going, you know, like I say, give them a boost,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yes.
and it helps them. They go a long ways.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Oh,
those
yeah.
little things that can help them get past thinking about all the things that are wrong,
Right,
all
right.
the aches and the pains or the
Right.
problems they might be having, so they can really just enjoy life.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Well, see, at that time, at that minute or that, they forget about their aches and pains, you know, for a few minutes or whatever, you know. And of course, when you're done talking with them and kind of, you know, talk with them and make them laugh and that, you know, and they kind of forget that. But when you walk off on that, well, then it goes back the other way again.
But what a nice gift for them to have that time
Oh, yeah.
where they weren't focused on whatever's
Right.
bothering them.
Right.
Yes, that's great.
I know when I went to nursing homes, I helped a lot of people feed them. And this one particular guy, he was in a wheelchair and wheel him down to his room. And he said, put me to bed. I said, well, I really ain't supposed to be doing this. Oh, you can do it. You can handle me. You're big enough. Well, yeah, I know, but things can happen. You know, then it's on me. So he wouldn't call nobody. So he was standing there. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll put him to bed. I put him to bed. You know. Well, he wouldn't let nobody else touch him but me. Oh boy, he was he was really. He said, "You're so helpful." You know, and you talked things over with him. You know, back years ago, he was on farms or wherever he was. You know, he really enjoyed that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you want to?
No, that's everything I have.
Oh, that was short, wasn't
That
it?
was short, yes. I'll bring more next time.
Oh, well, you're welcome to come in another month or so.
Whenever you'd like.
You know, it's up to you. You know, you get different things together. You know, talk about things and that's what goes on in here.
We would love to.
And I think people they would enjoy it. You know, that's why I bring in these programs on TV.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
I do. We both do what we can. I mean, you know, talk to people. You know, get them interested in this. It's a good program. It is. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. I like it very much. I've been on TV so much that it don't even bother me no more. I hope it don't bother you.
No.
It ain't gonna bite you.
No, it's good.
It ain't gonna bite you. You know, it's one of those things that it's a little different, but.
It's good.
Okay, is there anything else?
That's everything.
That's about everything?
Was that a half hour?
It'd be just about a half an hour, wouldn't it? How many more minutes we got yet? Oh, it's up then, huh? Okay, well, we'll say just goodbye for now, and
Okay.
maybe we'll get you later.
Sounds good. Another good person who might be good is my coworker Sierra Schultz.
Sure.
I don't know if you know her, heard of her, but she works with all of the stepping on and the healthy living with chronic conditions and the diabetes class. She works with all of those different classes, and she can talk too about some of like the exercise options and Tai Chi and things like that are available in the community. So she might be a really good person too.
Would you like to be on?
Oh, I bet she would.
Why, does she work with you?
Yeah, her office is right next door to mine. When I go back, I can mention it to her.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe I can have
Well,
Tom connect with her.
She can come and talk with me because I'll be here yet a few minutes, you know.
Oh, okay.
And if she wants to come and talk to me about it, you know.
Okay, I'll go
and,
see. When I left, she had her door closed.
Oh.
And I don't know if she was on the phone, but maybe she's done by now. I can go check and see.
Yeah, tell her to come over to the TV station and talk about it, and we get things squared away when she can come.
Sure.
And I like that.
Yeah, she would probably love that. She loves promoting the classes and letting people know about them.
Oh, sure.
That stepping on class might be a good one for you, sir.
Are you pushing me there?
Beautiful wife. I'm not pushing. I'm just
I know.
suggesting.
I know. I say things that, you know.
Oh, I know you're teasing. It's okay.
It's,
But it's a really good class. They've got a lot of guest presenters come in and talk about safety and things like that. Just how to prevent falling in the future, because obviously it hurts and it's uncomfortable. And
well, I tell you, we can be thankful that we got people like you that really care about other ones.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You know,
Thank you.
and we really do. I do. You know, and when I was growing up, you know, when it's in the 20s or that, you know, well, I had a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I had 4 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And I tell you what, I mean, you know, we joined clubs and that, you know, and I really didn't go out too much with them. And they drink quite a bit and drive motorcycles, and that don't mix too good.
Not so good, no.
It don't. So I never had an accident with the cycle.
Okay.
Never tipped one over. Always was good.
Good.
And I put a lot of miles on them. And when I sold my 92 cycle, I tell you, I had tears in my eyes. Because when I had my heart operation, I had it on a Friday, then Monday the doctor come in. Well, he said, what do you want to do today? Well, I said, I want to go home. He said, you can. I said, I can't wait to get home. He says, you don't happen to have a two-wheel bike in there, do you? In your garage? I says, yeah. No. He said, you're not going to ride that anymore.
Oh.
He said, you can't do it. Well, it weighs 900 pounds. I mean, it's a full dresser.
Sure.
And it cost $42,000, brand new.
Wow.
And the guy come over and he bought it and paid for it, and he took off. And he took right off, right to the curb, And I thought, oh boy, don't tell me he's going to crash her. But he stopped, they're fast.
Mm-hmm.
They're awful fast.
Mm-hmm.
And but you got to get used to the throttle,
Sure,
and
sure.
that's, And she never liked the motorcycles.
I'm with her.
She never liked them, but she's getting to like them pretty good now. I mean, she got on with me, and
Did she?
yeah, we put some miles on together. Oh yeah, and I didn't drive overly fast. I mean, and we went out of town and that. We got on a freeway and cruising speed is about 80, 85. And here I was going that. You never even knew it. I mean, they're so powerful.
Wow.
And then when I slowed down, what the heck you slowing down for? Slow down about, 65, 70. Geez, you're going slow. I mean,
I bet that's a story you hear a lot, isn't it? Yeah, I can see that happening.
It's really, it's nice to have one of them, if you're really into it.
Mm-hmm.
I had 4 of them. And I enjoyed all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I can kind of, I for the people who are responsible drivers, I get it. It seems like now there are a lot of people who are not very responsible.
Well, then they better stay off from a
as
bike.
they're driving them. It makes me so nervous to just, I'm being as careful as I can be, but they're, swerving in and out, and it just makes me so nervous. Yeah.
Well, a lot of times you got to give, because if you don't, you're going to get in an accident. A bad one probably, And I know when you pull up to a stop and go light, there'll be a car coming alongside of you, they vroom, 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 they go. They want to race.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Even the police.
What? Even the police?
Yeah. I can tell you a lot of things, boy.
Really?
Oh, yes, really, because I was right there.
Oh.
Oh, yes, right on 8th Street.
Okay.
Oh, yes. There was a cop alongside of me, and there was a truck back of him. When the light turned green, they was gone. And here they was both racing breast to breast right down 8th Street.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes. Oh,
wow.
yes. I know a lot of things, let me tell you.
Wow.
I mean, they should have never done that.
No, that's not so good.
And I didn't, I could have kept up with them. I thought, goodbye. I mean, I'm not going to do that.
And then that police officer turns around and gives someone else a speeding ticket.
Right. Either that or else they leave them go.
Sure,
One of the two.
hopefully. I mean, that would be, wow.
I can tell you a lot of stuff with this.
Sure. Well, I bet. You've seen a lot of things.
I was an alderman for 6 years.
Okay.
And that I enjoyed every bit of it. If people would call me up, tell me to come over, let's have a talk. Sure. What do you want to talk about? And we had good talks. I mean, I never even argued with the people in my ward.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just told them what was what, and that's it. And I said, there's nothing I can do about it, because I got to go with the law.
Sure.
Whatever, I mean, but they say, I go to them and ask them,
Mm-hmm.
if they can bend a little or whatever. If they can't, well, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice for people to feel like they had someone they could talk to.
Oh, yeah.
That's half the battle sometimes.
Mhm.
It's just, needing to talk
Yeah.
to someone.
Well, I enjoyed going talking to them. I really did. When they call up, well, you come over anytime. Oh, okay. It didn't make no difference. It was 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night I went out, talked to people.
Wow. Wow.
And I tell you one thing, they were so down in the dumps, that, oh my God, it took me about 2 hours to tame them down, so they could, come to a reasonable agreement or whatever. And boy, I tell you, you run across some pretty Katie characters out there.
Oh, sure.
But I just worked my way around it. And
Wow. Never
No.
dull. It's never dull.
now the people, they want me to run for mayor. And I said, oh,
Ooh.
no, I don't think so. Not at 82 years old, forget it.
No.
No,
That's a big job.
that's a big job. I know I could handle it, but maybe not now too much,
Sure.
82 years old, for crying out loud. I mean, I kind of like give a little bit, doing work or that. And we do our own work around the house.
Mm-hmm.
We cut our grass,
Yeah.
trim.
You should do things you enjoy. At
Oh,
this
yeah.
point, it's
Oh,
about
yeah.
enjoying life.
Oh,
you
sure.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do, And we come down here and we talk to Tom quite a bit, 2, 3 times a week. And, we got some probably new solution that we wanna hash over, whatever, we can make things better down here, whatever,
Sure.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be down, we'll be here doing our polka show tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
And you're welcome to come down if you want to,
Okay.
listen to us,
Yeah, I think I've listened to you on the TV before.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I've been on there quite a bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking I've heard it before. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're so busy. You guys are so busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, we feel good.
That's good.
We feel good. Outside this here, but we get along.
Yeah. I want you to get your leg elevated. He needs that elevated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're not on television, I can put it
You
up.
could